Happy 4th of July. This is Martha McCoy with the Chanute Channel Cooking Show, and today I have Robin Coates with me. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July to you.
And I hear this is one of your favorite holidays.
This is one of my all-time favorite holidays. I love it.
It's so much fun to decorate.
It is.
And I bet it's fun to cook, too.
It is. I just love the colors of the white, red, and blue. They just kind of seem to pop, and it's just a fun family time of the year, and just the whole significance behind it, too. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful holiday, one of my favorites.
It definitely is. Well, what are we going to make today?
Well, we are going to make a flag dessert, and I saw this recipe, or something similar to this recipe, in a magazine a few years ago, because I just love 4th of July and flags and that kind of thing. I thought, I'm going to make that recipe, and I kind of tweaked it, and this is the result of it, this recipe.
Okay.
So basically, we're starting off with, I've got strawberries. If you want to use, if you prefer using something like raspberries, you could do that.
Okay.
And then I've got blueberries here, and I've got 2.5 8-ounce packages of cream cheese.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to set that aside, and first of all, we're going to start. What I've done is I've taken a stick of butter. I've melted that, and I like to melt my butter in the bowl that I'm going to be using, so I don't have to have an extra bowl to wash. And what I've done is I bought these are just shortbread cookies with pecans in them.
Yes. I love those.
So I do too. So this is about how many you're going to need. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag. And then I'm just going to crush them, and I'm going to use this as the crust for this dessert. So here we go. Grab yourself either a rolling pin, or if you prefer to put it in a food processor, you can do that too, but it doesn't take very long. So I'm just going to grab my rolling pin, and it doesn't take very long. Have your kids help. If you've got kids, they like to get in on the fun. So we're just going to get these down, and they don't have to, it doesn't have to be, you know, crummy. Although you don't have to break it all the way down, but you want to try to get it broken down as much as possible.
Out of the cookie form.
Yes. So we're going to heat on this. Yes. Yeah.
And not have to mess.
Yes. Okay. So that's probably good.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is my cookie crust. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add that to my butter mixture here.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so then I'm just going to stir, and again, this is so easy. You can have, if you have little kiddos, let them help, or grandkids, or niece and nephew. That's one thing I really like about 4th of July. It's so kid-friendly. It's such a kid-friendly holiday, and you just do a lot of things with your family. So, okay, so we're going to just pour it in. You do not need to grease your cookie sheet. It's got plenty of butter in it, and that will take care of it. So let's just go ahead and dump this in here. Okay, and this is where I'm going to have you help me.
Okay.
We're just going to press this in this pan, try to spread it out and get it in this pan.
Now, do we use our fingers?
Yes,
Okay.
let's use our fingers.
And we want the viewing audience to know that we did wash our hands.
Yes. Okay, that's pretty much all it takes. So that just took, you know, we were able to do that in probably just a couple minutes.
30 seconds.
Yes. Okay, so there you go. There you have the crust. And so what we're going to do is we are going to bake this in an oven, preheated to 350 for 5 minutes. And it does brown up quickly, so you'll probably not want to keep it in much longer than those 5 minutes. All right, step 2 is we're going to take cream cheese, and if you can let your cream cheese sit out so it can soften, that's good. And I've got 2 8-ounce packages, 2.5 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, and I'll be posting this recipe on my blog, which is www.theswadesofa.com. So people can go there and get the recipe.
We're going to put it on the screen too.
Oh,
so
good.
People can see that too.
Okay.
So we'll have lots of ways to get it.
Yes. Now this has been sitting out for a couple hours, so it's really easy to work with.
Yes.
So I just prefer not to, I prefer, when I bake, for whatever reason, I prefer not having to get my electric mixer out if I can, and so if I can use a wooden spoon, that's kind of the route I like to go, but, you know, to each their own, yes. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, this is a half of a cup of powdered sugar.
Okay.
So I'll add that. And now, because like I said, I kind of came up with this recipe on my own, and so to me, this is the perfect combination. It's not too sweet. If you taste the cream cheese mixture and you think not sweet enough, go ahead, add more sugar. If it's too sweet, you can take a little, you know, not put in it quite as much.
Right.
And I have made this with like the cream cheese that's a third fat and no fat. It doesn't, the cream cheese doesn't hold up quite as nicely, but you can. I think it's more in the baking process where that is a big no-no. But if you really are wanting to cut down on some of the fat, you can do it that way. Okay. So we almost have this mixed up, and we will be ready to assemble this flag dessert. Okay, that is pretty good there. Get some of the powdered sugar at the bottom of the bowl. Okay, so there is our powdered sugar mixture right there. Okay, now once I bake my cookie crust for this flag dessert, I like to put it in the freezer and then pull it out, because if you don't put it in the freezer, it's going to be, once you start spreading it, it's going to get crummy, and it's going to
yes, it would move on you, wouldn't
yes.
it?
So if you've got the time, if you don't have the time, that's okay, but that's going to work out best for you. And I'm going to give you the bigger spatula here, and you and I together will go ahead and spread this cream cheese, and you can tell it's nice and
it's real firm.
It's nice and hard, and it's not leaving crumbs behind when you're spreading. So I'm going to go ahead and let the audience get a good view of that. And if you're not crazy, some people may not like the pecans in there, and you can just go get, there are so many good shortbread cookies that you can find in the grocery store. Just find a version that doesn't have the pecans in there.
Right, they're not in them.
Or you can make your own shortbread cookies, but that's another show, isn't it?
Yes, it would be.
So now, does your family have any 4th of July traditions?
Oh, yes.
What do you
The Cornish family all get together for a huge family reunion every 4th of July, and we go to each of the siblings' homes. So one year it's in Los Angeles, one year it's in Omaha.
Oh, wow.
Kansas City, and this year it's in Chanute. So guess who gets to get that ready?
Oh, my goodness.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of little grandkids now, and they're going to be coming, so we've been getting all of the information and all of the toys and everything together, so they'll all have a lot of fun when they come. And this is a really good idea, because I'm looking for some other recipes, some new recipes, because we also cook for all these people, too.
Yes. You know, one thing I like about this recipe a lot as far as 4th of July goes is a lot of times 4th of July you are entertaining, or you're maybe going to somebody's house who's entertaining and you want to take a dessert or some type of dish. And it's nice because a lot of times you just spread everything out on a table and people kind of come by, they're eating with paper plates. This is a really easy dessert that you can eat with your fingers. Okay, so there we go. We've got it all spread, and I think that's good. Now, and if that's not enough cream cheese for you, you can use all 3 packages of the cream cheese. Okay, now what we're going to do is, to make the flag, we are going to, first of all, I know stars are typically white, but we're going to use these as our stars. And, you know, and you don't have to be precise. If you want to do all 50, you know, if you want to count out 50 blueberries, if you want to try to do them like the stars are designed, go for it. But what you may want to do is just line up, you know, just some rows of blueberries.
Right.
So those are our stars. Those blueberries are representing our stars. And then we're going to go ahead and while I'm doing the stars, you want to start off with the strawberries. You're just going to take strawberries. We'll start off at the top, and we're just going to line them up. And what I've done with the strawberries is I've taken them and I've cut them in fourths. Okay. So if you want to do that, because some of the bigger strawberries make really nice wedges for you. Can do that. If you want to cut them up smaller, that's okay too. And again, this is such a great dessert to make with kiddos.
Oh, they would have a blast doing
They
that.
would. Okay, so we're getting our stars going on here. And it doesn't take very long either to get this thing going.
No, it goes relatively fast,
yes.
doesn't it?
So if you have a helper, that helps a lot. And we are almost there. One thing you're going to want to make sure don't do is make sure you use fresh blueberries.
Oh, instead of frozen?
You don't want to use frozen. If you use frozen, they're going to melt and they're going to spread. The liquid is you're gonna have a messy. Same with strawberries. You probably are not going to want to go use frozen strawberries. So yes.
Well, let's turn this around. Look at this.
Okay, so there we have the dessert. And we'll go ahead and let me grab a knife, and we will cut this.
Just so pretty and so patriotic.
Yes. You know what? Let's start over here. I started over there, but let's start over here. And so you can have a little bit of the. I'm going to give you this piece right here that has some strawberries and blueberries. How's that for you?
Okay. Let me get a taste of both of them.
Okay. This piece right here looks like it's got.
Oh, just give me a little taste.
Okay. Yeah, let's just do this right here.
Yes. I hate that we're messing it up. It's so pretty.
Okay. All right. And let me give you this piece. Did I cut that across? Okay. Let's see. Oh, I need a spatula here to get this out. Let's see if this works right here.
Okay.
Okay, here's this will be my little piece here. And here, let's get you the one with the strawberries and the blueberries on it. Okay. So there you go. There's that.
Oh my goodness. That's good.
And just a nice combination.
Very much a different combination of all of them.
You've got the cookie crust is so sweet, and then the cream cheese kind of balances the sweetness.
Tones it down a little bit, and then with the fruit on top.
It's just kind of a nice, refreshing summer dessert.
Very much so. Well, I'm definitely going to make this.
It's nice and easy, and if you've got some time, this time of the year, you can go to blueberry farms and go pick some of your own blueberries. I think they're usually open until kind of towards the end of June, so you may want to include some of your own fresh picked blueberries in your dessert.
That would be neat. But I'm going to wait till the grandkids come, and we're going to make this. This is going to be so much fun. They're going to have a great time with it. So, well, you have a wonderful 4th of July.
You do the same.
And this is Martha McCoy with the Chinook Channel.